Hi guys, Nick Bond from Harcourts here, and I've got Kayla Selby with me today. How you going, Kayla?
Good, thank you.
Here for our weekly property management updates. What's been happening this week in property management in Tasmania?
It's been a pretty crazy week again, but there's been an extension to the emergency period, which has come through, which means obviously for tenants we are not able to increase any rent, and we're not allowed to issue any notice to vacates.
And that's through to December.
Yes.
So it's been going for most of the year, I guess, since April or something when it first came in. So it's just extending that for longer and longer. So not really probably any changes for tenants and landlords that have been in that sort of situation already. It's just extending that time for another few weeks. So, current activity levels, what's happening at the moment? Have we got many properties available for lease?
No, we've only got 3 available. We will have another one coming out this afternoon, but they're going quite quickly again.
Okay.
We've still got numerous amounts of people coming through and applications coming through. So owners are having quite a range to choose from, which is good.
Yeah. Okay. So inquiries are pretty strong. Is that everywhere or just
it's everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not certain locations anymore. It's
just
everywhere.
a shortage again. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I noted a couple of months ago it seemed to slow a little bit when the Airbnbs came into the Hobart market, and it sort of seems to have kicked on again back to what it was like in the sort of early part of the year. So.
Which is good.
Yeah. Right, under our tip of the week for this week, I guess wanted to cover off on something in relation to landlords that have a property for rent or are considering buying a property, and how to price the property best to get the best tenants, the lowest vacancy rate, and the least hassles throughout a whole tenancy period with tenants in there for longer periods of time. What do you usually advise people, and how do you get to that point to have the dream rental property instead of a stressful rental property?
Right. It all comes down to pricing.
Yep.
So, if you're pricing it at the right price that tenants think that it's worth, you're going to get a great amount of applications coming through, and then you're going to have the best pick of the best applicant.
Yeah.
Whereas if you overprice it, you tend to attract not many good applications, or you have it vacant for too long, and then people think that there's something wrong with the property. So, having the best price always attracts the best tenants.
Yeah. And it doesn't take many weeks, like trying to get an extra, let's say $30 a week for an example. You can be vacant for 3 or 4 weeks, and that's the difference between getting that less for a whole 12-month lease or something, just by being realistic on that. And then I guess what sort of numbers would you see? Let's say a house that was $350 a week is what it was worth if you put it on for $390 a week versus $350 a week, say in Huonville. What sort of application numbers would you get on it at $350 a week versus $390 a week?
$350, you're definitely going to get 15 plus. For $390, maybe 10.
Yeah. Okay. And with the $350, the types of tenants, are they likely to be people that are moving from other long-term rental properties and life tenants more than people that are just getting into the rental market? Or do you see that shift like much if it's something that's really well priced and attractive?
Yeah, if it's real well priced, we do find some are looking to become long-term tenants because it's the right price.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a higher price, then they're probably only doing it for the short term until they find something else that is a lower price that is more suitable to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So look, I guess that covers off on most of that. I think it's always a tricky decision of where to position that in the way of pricing. We just tend to see the best tenants. You can almost forget that you own a rental property. They look after the property really well. They comply with everything along the way and do a really good job, where some of the ones where they feel they're paying so much, they expect you to do a lot more of the maintenance and pay for a lot more things along the way, because they feel they're paying so much for the property.
Higher maintenance tenants.
Yeah, so, and also probably attract ones that haven't been approved for a lot of other properties and keep missing out and are applying, and they're often different reasons, not missing out for certain reasons, and you will get those applications, but probably miss out on the good ones tends to be the thing that we see a lot of the time. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will see you next week on the update.